Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. This reading is going to be for Leo. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus, elemental signs and energy. If you just found the channel, welcome and thank you for joining. And if you're returning, thank you for your support. And as always, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments, go ahead and leave them and let's get into this. This is for Leo. This is between now and the end of September, but really September 15th through the 30th. I feel like the Leos just want kind of like they want a big change. And almost like magic for life to just be completely different than it should be. We're going to pull that out because this wasn't supposed to be here, but it's the King of Swords. If it comes up to me that it had any purpose of being flipped, I'll let you know, but right now I don't have anything for that. We have Major Arcana Strength. This is Leo's card in a lot of ways. This is strength. But it feels to me like for a lot of the Leos, it's about miracles. It's almost as if they want life to be really changed in a big way or completely different than it actually is. It's not really about fantasy. It's just them feeling like life would have been different or could be different. And this might be a good thing because I'm getting that it can be a situation where this type of thinking of really wanting a big change or the winds of change to come in and kind of destroy everything and move everything so that they can put it back together again seems to be a part of this energy. They just want to pick up the pieces and put it all back together again now. For it can be different than it is. You can't wish. You can wish that things were different. You can wish almost for a fantasy world, but you know that's just fantasy. So since they know it can't be that way, it's like they just want to, have the winds of change flow through and almost rock everything over so that they can stand it back up again in different positions, different locations, and different scenarios with different ideas that maybe they didn't think of before. Therefore, a lot of Leos might be trying to rearrange their house or rearrange their routine and schedule because they're driving after this change. We have the Queen of Cups. And this to me is more just the desire of what the Leo elemental sign and energies want for themselves. You know, they're just starting to think about how life could be different or possibly how it could have been different and trying to understand what their boundaries are, what exactly it is, if they could change everything up or if they were really in a position just to wipe it all clean again and start over. What would they want? What do they want? What do they feel like they need? What would be their wish upon all wishes? And perhaps they are trying to figure this out. I feel like in terms of love relationship, this is some people who are coming forward towards, look at that, we have the Knight of Coins. I feel like there are people who are coming towards the Leo elemental sign and energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone looking for an intimate relationship, but it sure does feel like that. But the Leo isn't getting the people who they want to come towards them. Not that anything's wrong with their potential suitors. It's just not what they want. They have their mind fixed, it seems, on a very specific avenue or type of person. And it doesn't really seem to be dissipating in terms of opening up the chance for anybody else to come in right now. We have Major Arcana, the Hangman. So they have their minds very fixed on a certain way, a certain action, a certain idea, a certain type of person who they want to be with, and they're not yielding away from that right now. Or they can still be trying to figure out if they were going to change what they want, what would it look like and what would it be? We have major arcana, the magician, now below strength, because they do want everything different. They want to change it up. And it seems to me that this very strong, forceful, hot thinking, heated thinking, red thinking, energy thinking, fuel thinking will drive a change. You just want to make sure it's the type of change that you want. Out of the frying pan into the fire is not what you want. We'll take them too, because they both try to turn. It's just a lot of people. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Queen of Coins. So it's very interesting because it's crossed over. It seems to me what this is coming across to me like is this the same scenario and the same person over and over again. Look at this. Like this to this, the Queen of Cups to the Knight of Coins, and then the Queen of Coins to the Knight of Wands. This is someone who they are possibly interested in, they have been interested in for some time, and the person isn't really changing. Now it could be that the Leo elemental sign and energy is in fact changing, and the person in some way is changing, because it goes from the Knight of Coins to the Knight of Wands. Not necessarily changing in a better way if you're looking for a stable relationship, but their maturity level is not changing. So if we look at this beyond just a person or persons, it looks to me like just the fact that the Leo can be caught up in this cycle and not able to break out of the cycle, that they in fact are not changing. They're changing their colors in some respect, but they're not changing their shape, if that makes sense. So it's probably getting to a point where the Leo has to find a way also to evolve past the desire of this person or situation that they have their mind so fixed on that it has to be this way. It has to be like this. It has to be exactly like this. It has to be exactly this person. They probably have to find a way to realize that they're not going to achieve that. They're just going to keep going around and around in circles with this and not get that big breakthrough that they really want. They're probably not going to achieve what they want, no matter how hard they try, no matter how hard they push, no matter how hard they concentrate. It's just a lot of great energy, a lot of great talent, a lot of great accomplishment that doesn't see itself to a higher level of achievement or progress. Because they caught up here going around and around in circles. Because perhaps they think something has to be a certain way or a certain person. And so maybe the Leo is thinking and contemplating about this and trying to figure out finally how they're going to break out of that. Look at that. So this has got to be one of the more strange, interesting readings that I've ever seen in terms of the layout. This is Major Arcana Death. So we have flanked on each side, we have Strength and the Magician, Major Arcana, and flanked on the other side of that circle of people, which I think is essentially either the Leo and the person who they think they want, or just the Leo themselves. We have the Hangman, Major Arcana, and Death. So it seems to me that probably looking at this in a more positive direction, that the Leo is going to break finally out of this cycle of perpetual desire that leads nowhere, and wasted energy, and probably even wasted time. Maybe finally give up on someone who they've put a hell of a lot of time and energy into. Or they give up fighting the fight that they've been fighting. And this could be any kind of fight. I'm not sure what it is. You know, if you feel like you have to have a certain job in a certain location doing a certain thing, it's the same kind of energy. Opening up the possibilities of seeing things differently. And they're probably going to get away from that. even if they're forced, even if it's forced, doesn't mean that they're going to finally walk away from it. Because with all of this, they're convincing themselves that they're changing. Hey, I'm changing. I was like this, now I'm like this. He was like this, now he's like this. Hey, I'm changing. I was like this. I was this queen, now I'm this queen. He was this. No. It's like they're going to either realize that it's not going anywhere, that it will never go anywhere. Perhaps this person will never change. Perhaps they're never going to get what they want in the location that they want, how they want, when they want, where they want. Therefore, let me see what else I can do or what else is open to me. Either with all these major arcana flanked around this element of life or people, or it's going to be forced. The universe will do it for you. You're not going to have a choice. I'm going to quickly try to pull a few more, guys. I got to take that one because it fell. We have the Six of Cups. Yeah, it's hard when you have things fixed, when you have a dream of how you would have liked life to have gone or what you expected at this point in your life. Perhaps you've wasted or lost a lot of time, or it feels like you wasted a lot or lost a lot of time, even though everything happens as it should. But it doesn't mean that it has to continue that way. And it doesn't mean that you have to throw good money after bad. If you had a bad investment and it was costing you millions, at some point you would stop. You say, I'm not going to put any more money there. I already lost a lot. Let me stop. You wouldn't keep throwing good money after bad if you know it's going straight out the window or into a fire. We have major arcana, the sun. Look how that's all starting to turn around. I feel like, and I haven't said this before, I feel like a lot of you might even have had a type of epiphany even during this reading. Look at that. Nine of Cups. Coming to the end of this fight, coming to the end of this trial. Giving up. Sometimes there's a lot of grace and release and relief in giving up. Giving up. You feeling that, guys? Are you feeling it? Six of Swords, giving it up. Letting it go, getting that release, moving on, getting on with your life, finally. Not throwing good money after bad anymore, letting it go. Look at that. Beautiful, guys. I'm not making this up. These are just flying out. You can't make this stuff up. We have the Ace of Swords with the Magician. Yes, clear out that energy, guys. It's time. You can do this. You don't need anyone else to do it for you. You can take as much control as you think you have in this universe, and you can take the first step. Just show the initiative. Show the initiative. We have the Page of Wands. That's the initiative. Look at this, the replication of the energy. That's the Page of Wands. With the Knight of Wands, it's a clear replication of the energy. Yeah, really starting over and giving yourself a chance to flourish. Even if you've had hardships in your life, even if you've lost a lot, even if you saw a lot and you've suffered a lot. So releasing and letting all that go at some point. Strength 2 times, guys. That's you 2 times. That's our Leo. It's your time now. So we had this graduate. You see how she elevated from that other queen and that night to this queen. Look how this went from this queen to strength. Major arcana. It's about elevation, and you guys obviously with this reading are going to get there. I would say very soon, starting now. The eyes are wide open. You know what you got to do, guys. I'm not taking all those. I just want to keep this clear because I would like to see what finally comes on deaf ear. See, we back into it again because it's the queen here. You see, we had her topped up with strength. Now we have the queen with major arcana death. But you know what? I feel like nevertheless, This is at least trying. And that's all you really can do, is recognizing that there's an issue and trying to change it. And I think the Leo elemental sign and energy is well on its way to doing that. You guys hug yourself, love yourself. I'll see you guys next month. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.